In the second part of our exclusive Boyz II Men special, the trio tell us Michael Jackson needs to stop making mistakes, what it was like working with his brother Randy, and why they chose Motown for their new album.
With a love that'll see you through.
It was wonderful. Randy is a very talented producer, and the way he put together all of the instrumentalists for the record, I mean, he's got some really great guys that did the tracks with us. Also, he had the Dap Kings, actually, Amy Winehouse's horn section, to come in and do the live horn section. I mean, everything on this album is live, no synthesizers, no synthetic anything.
So why Motown?
Well, I think because Motown, not just in America but worldwide, has been very influential in music. As far as the idea, it came from a guy named David Simone, who brought it to our management probably a few months back. It wasn't something that was on our radar that we were thinking about, but when he brought up the idea, we thought about it, and it was kind of nostalgic in a way. You know, our first, beginnings was at Motown. That's where we started, Universal, and it was kind of coming full circle in a way. And the idea of putting together classic songs and doing all live instruments and then throwing Randy into the mix, things just started to pan out where it seemed like it would be a great idea. And I mean, Motown being that classic sound that, is known worldwide, you weren't putting yourself in a genre. You were putting yourself into some musical, and a musical caliber that is really, really worldwide. So it was something that we thought was good for us, considering that we were doing a whole lot of touring at the time, internationally, America, all over the place. So this album would be something that would appeal to all of the audiences that we perform for.
Did you know Randy before you worked on the album together?
Yes.
Yeah. We knew Randy when he was bass player for Mariah. That's when we actually first met him, and of course we would see him around and things of that nature. And again, he's always been the same. He's been genuine from the start, and again, we're happy for him because of his success and things of that nature, and in turn, he's happy for us. So it's one of those things where you connect with certain people in this business, and we've certainly connected with Randy on different levels. So,
Do you know the Jacksons quite well then?
The Michaels and the Titos and the Randys.
Yeah.
Oh, well, we've actually, I think we've met most of them. We've hung around Mike the most. I mean, we've met Jermaine and a lot of the other ones, and I mean, we still love Michael Jackson. I mean, he just got to stop making so many mistakes, but we still love him.
He's been in the press a lot recently with his money troubles and everything. Have you spoken to him about that?
No, we haven't actually got up with him in quite some time. Like I said, we've been on the road for quite a bit, so, and we know he spends a lot of time abroad in this area versus the United States. So.
You've worked with a lot of high-profile people. Who's been your favourite?
I would say that our favorite person to work with, Babyface.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's just easy to work with. And I guess Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis as well. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's like it's kind of like they allow us to do what we do, and Brian McKnight and Randy Jackson. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like everybody we work with is kind of our favorites because we respect what they do and they respect what we do, and it just becomes just a good vibe. Bottom line.
There was originally 4 of you, wasn't there?
Yes, there was.
Do you still see Michael?
Every now and then we see him. We haven't seen him in a minute, but he's in L.A. He's doing his acting thing, and he's actually, just well.
How's his health? Because he left because of his health.
Right. Well, his health is actually the same. It's stable. Yeah. He hasn't gotten any operations or anything like that, and he's still dealing with the same ailment, but he's stable enough to do his acting thing, which is something he really wants to do. So we support him.
I need you.
You've been together for 16 years now. Do you all still get on as well, or do you fight?
We still do the same thing we did in 1991. I think we've grown older, so it may not be as much because we use a little bit more wisdom on when we should fight and when we shouldn't fight. But I mean, this is probably one of the tightest families you'll ever see. I mean, some of us are tighter than some of our own family. So I mean, growing up together, you can't beat it. I mean, people always ask us, so when are you guys going to stop? I mean, I don't even know. I think, the after a while of being home, it's like you gotta, this is the other family that you have to go back to, no matter what. You just have to. So I don't know how long we'll do it, but it's that type of relationship.
So what are your short-term plans, then? Are you going to tour for this album?
We plan to tour. A lot of people don't know, but we have been touring the last 3 years. We've actually been here, London. We did 2 shows in France and a couple other places. But we have an album project now that will support the tour. Before it was just, we've been able to tour because we've luckily had enough hits over the last 16 years that we don't always have to have a new record out to tour. But we do plan to go out and support this record. We're not sure where we're going to start yet, but there definitely are some tour dates in the plans to go out and promote this record.